First up, I've always wanted to do this. Check it out. I'm gonna be filming on a brand new camera. Boom. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off right here. That's good. So here's the deal, guys. Hopefully this is going to be a lot better picture. I'm still learning this DSLR and everything. It's a Canon Rebel SL3 that I ended up getting, or it was actually a gift for Christmas. So I'm super blessed that I got it. And hopefully the audio is going to be so much better. But enough camera talk. I hope you guys enjoy it. Right now, we are going to get started. Okay, so first of all, I'm waiting on some more of those bushings down there. And then also I am getting new sway bar and links. I just can't put together the old parts on the new parts. It's just something aside from the strut rods right there. So what we're gonna end up doing, going to be buffing out those strut rod braces. And then once we get the parts in, we're going to be replacing the sway bar and links as well as the bushings for that strut rod. We're keeping the strut rods though. What's really cool is my dad went ahead and got a brand new wheel for this buffer. So the result of buffing those rods out will be a lot better. So let's get to it now. Oh, that's not the only thing that we're gonna end up doing. So the front strut right there, we're gonna go ahead and attempt to replace that. Now it should be fairly straightforward and simple, but I say that pretty much about everything, honestly. There's some really hard bolts to get there. I don't need to worry about removing or compressing the spring on this since it's mounted on the actual control arm, so that won't be a problem. But when we get up here and everything, it should be pretty easy. Only one bolt right here, and we should be good to go. But of course, we're doing both sides, one over there and one over here. So let's get to it. All right, check it out. Look at what the difference is after just buffing it out. We're actually going to paint it. We don't want to leave the exposed metal so it can just get all rusted out. Obviously, we still have to clean some stuff up, oil, grease. We don't want the buffer to overwork. Don't mind that bolt. We just can't get that bolt out, but that's okay because we're keeping them. We're going to go ahead and finish cleaning this one, and then we're going to start on this one as well before we head over to the shocks and start replacing the shocks. So while my dad is finishing up buffing out those, we're taking a look at these real quick for the bolts on the strut. And actually, I think it might be way easier than I anticipated. So look, check this out. There's a bolt right here for that. The strut sits in there perpendicular to the body, I guess. And if you can look deep down in there, oh, hitting the microphone, I don't want to do that. If you look deep down in there, you can see the other nut right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get underneath there with a long extension. This is the nut right here, long extension that goes all the way down here, and it should be pretty straightforward. We can remove these top ones, slip the new one in, and we'd be good to go. All right, so we have one nut and washer out. Came out exactly like this. I don't know if you can see that, so hopefully we can remember how it goes back together, but it shouldn't be a problem. Both nuts out right there. And now we're working on the top. Way easier, guys. Way easier than I anticipated. Finally, something easy, something we can actually do on our own without breaking the old Chilton books and stuff like that. Happy camper. Boom. And we have a shock off. All right, y'all, we have one shock out and looks pretty good to me, but I'm just gonna use this as a reference for the bushings because there's some plates that are on it, and we have all new hardware as well at the top there. Pretty identical to me, just maybe a little less blown. Got some goodies, some nice hardware there. I guess that is the top. I guess that's one of these. Has to be. But it's like super flattened. Yeah, it's gotta be because it has that little like taper right there. Well, would you look at that? Okay, so we do have to tighten those bolts on the bottom here still, but this is pretty compressed. It was kind of difficult to get it compressed. I was surprised that it did have so much compression, but it's a shock, so duh. However, I was more shocked because of the fact that they're such old shocks. That's a lot of shocks. I was surprised because with it being so old, I thought that there was no compression in there, but surprisingly, they still have quite a bit of compressions. But now on the passenger side, all we have to do is button up the bottom bolt. So let's get to it. Read them and weep. Check it out, yo. I keep wanting to put the touchscreen on, but look, we got brand new bolts, brand new shock. I don't know if y'all noticed yet, but we do kind of like the color blue on this car. But got the blue shocks. Got that one ready to go. This one's almost ready. Got to get the bottom bolts. Okay guys, I'm always telling you guys, I'm sorry for the angles. Some of the angles that you have to see me in, they're not gracious angles at all. So I do apologize about that. I know I warn you guys almost every video, but you know what? I have to. I just have to. In order to get the content, I have to. So sorry if you don't like seeing what you're seeing because I don't like it. We're just moving along. We got the bottom off and we're working on the top on the driver's side. And this is why we're replacing them. Check that out. Weak sauce. So we have the new strut prepped or shock. I have to go underneath the car and put these on. Bottom bolts on. Now let's work at the top. Alright, so we did want to measure the top point of both of these just to make sure that they're tightened equally as well. So front struts are 100% installed. I wish we could drop it and drive it right now, but we still, like I said many times, are waiting on those parts. Anyways, without further ado, that effectively ends today's video. I hope you guys liked today's video. Please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Y'all have a great day. Peace.